This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Shalom. Is this one of my favorite people in the world? Is this Prophet Elijah?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I missed you, brother. Welcome to Discoveries in Health.
Well, it's a blessing to be here. I wasn't out last week. I wasn't able to make it, but I'm here today.
Wonderful. So wow. Okay, so the conference is just about ready to start, and I'm gonna take a drink of my kombucha mushroom and get all ready to go here.
Come on, let's go in here. All right, Rena, I hear you. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Welcome.
But how do I know?
Oh, all right, and I'm going to start muting the microphones. But before I do, as long as we don't have so many echoes, if anyone has a question, or if anyone has a comment, or a suggestion for a topic, or a testimony, now is a good time before we get started to do that. Welcome to Discoveries in Health. Bishop Dr. Truman Burst, Master Herbalist, for 55 years, and I work solely on donation alone, and if people can't give me a donation, I help them anyway, and that's what we do here. And this conference is not to prescribe or diagnose. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about the latest research in natural remedies, and we're just and that's what this conference is all about. And the room is filling up. People are arriving. And we've got a lot of folks here today. Thank you for joining us here on Discoveries in Health. We're here every Thursday for 2 hours. And we've got some noise there. And I'm going to... but if there's a question or a comment, now's a good time to make it. Anybody have a suggestion for a topic?
My dad's in the hospital, and I want to know if there's anything he can do naturally for fluid on your lungs. Is there anything you can take to kind of...
Yes, fluid on the lungs. Fluid on the lungs, you would want to look over there in the Discoveries in Health.
I have a lot of feedback in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna mute the mics now. I'm muting the mics because we're getting a lot of feedback. Yeah, I'm muting the microphones. Stay with me.
Yes, I do have a question. What about Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, okay, that we'll put fluid on the lungs, and we'll talk about Alzheimer's, and we're going to talk about chemicals today, and chemical allergies, and those are some of the topics we're going to start with. So let us start with those topics, and then just know that you can always call me by telephone. My telephone number, so if you needed to call and ask me a question, my telephone number is 503-362-5899. I am muting the mics as fast as I can to get rid of the echoes and the background noise. But we're still got quite a few microphones open. We have a lot of folks who have joined us here today, and I want to thank you very much for your support and interest in natural remedies and natural healing. And again, we're not here prescribing or diagnosing. We're going to answer your questions. And we're going to make sure you get the information that you want. But we're talking about research here and not prescribing or diagnosing. Just, making clear about that. And I finally got all the mics for the moment muted so we don't have background noise. Now, that being said, one of the topics we're going to talk about today then is fluid on the lungs. What do you do about that? And what do you do about Alzheimer's? We're going to talk about that too. But the first question I had was from one of our regular supporters, and she asked me to address the topic of chemicals and chemical allergies and chemical poisoning, and to address that topic. And I will do that. I do want to make sure that you have the information and the telephone numbers, how to reach me, and that telephone number, how to reach me after this broadcast or any time, is 503-362-5899. That's 503-362-5899. So that's the telephone number to call to reach me. And we are making a video of this broadcast as we speak. So just letting you know that we are doing that, and as well as making a video where you can get this information, all the information I'm talking about. It's on the website, herbalhealthreview.com. Herbal, Herbal. Second word is health, Health. Third word is review, herbalhealthreview.com. That's the website that has all of this information. You click on common conditions, and there's all these reports that will talk about respiratory, and then which we'll talk about how to address fluid on the lungs and so forth. So all this information is there, and it's it's nice to be able to access all that information, and that's where you can go. That's herbalhealthreview.com. Click on common conditions, and then across the top there it says Discoveries in Health. That is our broadcasts. That's where you can join by telephone all over the United States and all over Canada. It's toll free, and you're welcome to come in and out of the conference, anytime that you want to, and ask questions. Just kind of letting you know what's going on here. But over there on herbalhealthreview.com, under Discoveries in Health, that is this live audio video, and it's how to access it. There's the www.uberconference.com /Truman8, and there's a link there, and you can click on that link and you can join the conference over your computer. And also there is a green button there that you can go on and join me over your computer with live audio video, which later you'll be able to see below on that Discoveries in Health page, below the green button, below all of the ways to join the conference, is a box down there with 73 conference videos. All these conference videos, they're there. So you can, and they're there by date, so you can check back and see what happened at such and such date, and thumb through those conferences. A lot of wonderful information and testimonies of people who are being helped. So there it is. Now you know where all this information is. It's on herbalhealthreview.com. Under Common Conditions, all the information about all the different health disorders, all that research. And every time you're looking at those research reports, if it talks about an herb or a supplement, you can click on it, and it takes you over to betterhealthherbs.com. It's a not-for-profit that manufactures all of these natural remedies. Don't try to run to your health food store and buy these products, because you won't find them there. You go direct to the manufacturer and you get a discount. That's betterhealthherbs.com. Please support them. They are the ones that make all of the natural remedies I invented. I do not get anything from the sale of any product. I work solely on donation alone, and the manufacturer is a not-for-profit ministry. Please support them. That's betterhealthherbs.com, and their telephone number is 541-791-8400. That's 541-791-8400. That's betterhealthherbs.com. They are very helpful, very knowledgeable, and they manufacture all these remedies that we talked about. So it's a great way to save money and support a worthy ministry. That's betterhealthherbs.com, 541-791-8400. Now you've got all the information, so when I'm talking about something that makes sense, and I'm not just talking about something you can't find, you can't get, and nobody's going to help you with. Now you've got all the help. You've got me to help you here. You've got the Better Health Herbs folks to help you with any questions about the products from there. And then you've got all these conferences and the videos. What a support system. Okay, now let's get to where I'm going. Where I was going here was I said we were going to talk about, so I'm grabbing out my book here. This is Prescription for Nutritional Healing, folks. Prescription for Nutritional Healing. I use this book all the time. And the reason why, because a lot of practitioners got together and created all this information. And I've been accessing it now for decades. It's in its 5th edition. I've got the 5th edition. You be sure to get that 5th edition of Prescription for Nutritional Healing. And you'll find on page 324 that it's talking about, let's see if I can make sure that's just, okay. And I'm going to close this down over here. We got an open mic there. All right, we closed it so we don't have an echo. And I'm checking the rest of the mics. We got another one open down here. You know, that's the thing about these conferences. You have to keep closing the mic so that you don't get an echo. Okay, because it's no fun to try to listen to an echo. Now, a sip of water, and I shall continue. All right, let's talk about chemical allergies. When the body is exposed to certain foreign chemicals, it may respond by producing antibodies to defend itself against foreign invaders. And I'm going to go back over here, grab this, click on that, pull it back over here. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm having to make sure that you have a video of this information that will be available on herbalhealthreview.com under Discoveries in Health. So let's start over. When the body is exposed to certain foreign chemicals, it may respond by producing antibodies to defend itself against the foreign invaders. And we have an open mic, and I've got to go close it. I've got to find the open mic. There it is. I have found it and closed an echo mic. So what I'm saying here is when these chemicals, you get around a chemical, the body then produces an antibody to defend itself. And virtually any substance can provoke a reaction in some individuals. They get a reaction from everything. And some of the environmental contaminants that frequently cause problems include air pollution, gas, oil, or coal fumes, formaldehyde, chlorine, phenol, carbolic acid, insecticides, disinfectants, paint strippers, paint, hairsprays, household cleaning products, and metals such as nickel, mercury, chrome, and beryllium. So these are just, some of the chemicals. But again, some people are allergic to practically everything. Now, chemical allergies often manifest themselves as and again, I got to go back here again and do this. And then back in here again. Stay with me, folks. I'm having to, whenever I mute a mic, I'm losing and I have to reset some things. Okay, now we're talking about chemical allergies, which often manifest themselves as skin reactions and other possible allergic responses to foreign chemicals include watery eyes, ringing in the ears, stuffy nose, diarrhea, nausea, upset stomach, asthma, bronchitis, arthritis, fatigue, eczema, intestinal disorders, depression, and headache. All could be chemical allergies and are common side effects of chemical allergies. Some people may have a reaction immediately after encountering a chemical allergen. Others may not react for up to 24 hours. And you want to seek medical help if the reaction is severe. And so now we're going to talk about what are the top things you do for chemical and allergies. Well, vitamin A. 50,000 IUs daily for 10 days, then reduced to 25,000 IUs daily. And the reason why, and you want to use a powerful vitamin A and that has carotenoid complex in it. So you're getting a lot of different types of carotenoids from the vitamin A. 50,000 IUs daily for 10 days, then reduced to 25,000 IUs daily. If you're pregnant, you never exceed 10,000 IUs daily if you're pregnant. Why? Well, because it's a powerful free radical scavenger and immune system enhancer. So that's why we like that. And vitamin E, 200 to 400 IUs daily, knowing that the upper dose, 400 IU of vitamin E, is also a slight blood thinner. So if you need to thin the blood a little bit, if your blood is too thick, 400 IUs of vitamin E, and just keeping a thin blood. I take 400 IUs of vitamin E every day. Everyone else could take maybe 200 IUs of daily because it's a powerful antioxidant. And of course, we use the D alpha tocopherol form because that's the natural vitamin E. And then the third most important thing. First one was vitamin A. Second one's vitamin E. Third one is B complex. Now, here's the thing. If you're taking Intramax, which is the world's greatest multiple vitamin, it's a liquid. You take half an ounce in the morning, half an ounce in the late afternoon of Intramax, and then you're getting a blast of B complex. And not only just B complex, you're getting natural, organic B complex and 415 other natural ingredients as well. And all of that's going to give a blast of nutrition, and all of that B complex is going to help. Allergies hinder absorption of B vitamins. So if you've got allergies, It's hindering the absorption of your B complex, and then you're getting. And so you want to, and if that's the case, if you're really not absorbing any of the B complex, then you want to make sure to consider even taking injections, vitamin injections of B complex, of course, under a doctor's supervision. Now, as well as B complex, making sure you're getting plenty of it, morning and night, from that Intramax and all those other ingredients where you're getting the best multiple vitamin you can get. And you're taking vitamin B6 as well, extra B6, about 100 milligrams 3 times daily, and even some niacinamide, which when you're doing that, this is a natural antihistamine, and it also aids in detoxifying foreign substances and eliminating them through the kidneys. And especially the niacinamide is aiding the circulation, increasing circulation. So that's how to increase circulation, really get that B complex and those extra Bs in there. Now you're fighting off chemical toxicity. And vitamin C, now this is where you really get the vitamin C level way up there. You want about 6 tablets 3 to 4 times daily. That's going to give you 5,000 to 20,000 milligrams daily. 5,000 is the minimum. 20,000 is a therapeutic dose. And what it will do is protect your body from allergens and moderate the inflammatory response and be tissue builders. Now you've really got some tissue builders, and you're enhancing the immune system with vitamin C that has bioflavonoids. When you get that therapeutic dose, do it for a short period of time. You don't have to do it at the 20,000 milligram levels forever. See, the good news here is if you go to a doctor, he gives you a drug, and you got to go back to the doctor again and again and again, for more and more, and then different and different drugs and so forth. Whereas with these nutrients, when all the symptoms are gone, you can reduce the doses down to normal levels where you're just getting a great diet and all the important nutrients. But those are the top nutrients. And then it goes into the next most important, because those are all very important. Now the next, for chemical allergies, the next most important is coenzyme Q10. 60 milligrams daily. I take 100 every day. 100 milligrams of CoQ10 helps to counter histamine, a body chemical involved in allergic reactions. It helps to counter it, so we've got to have that CoQ10. Then there's pycnogenol when there's chemical allergies. Pycnogenol serves as a free radical scavenger and aids in protecting bodily cells from damage. That's pycnogenol. And you use it as directed on the label. Or you can use grape seed extract, as directed on the label, whatever it says. And then you want selenium, which also fights off cancers. That's a mineral you must have. About 200 micrograms, that's mcg, 200 micrograms of selenium. But if you're pregnant, only 40 micrograms if you're pregnant of selenium. It's a mineral. It's essential in the immune function and the protection of cells, and it's deficient in almost everyone. And when you get enough of it, it fights cancer. It fights cancer, and it's an inexpensive mineral. Selenium, essential in the immune function and protection of every cell in your body. Now, there's something called superoxide dismutase, SOD, and you want to take it as directed on the label, because it's a potent free radical scavenger. Then there's zinc. You want to take about 50 milligrams, don't exceed 100 milligrams in all your supplements. Don't go past 100 milligrams of zinc, but it's a must-have of at least 50, upwards more like 80 to 100 of zinc, because it's important. Zinc is important in proper immune function. That's right, your immune system is not going to function properly without it. And it's another mineral, and it's inexpensive, and it's important in proper immune function. So, and you want to make sure and get a little bit of copper, but when you're taking that Intramax multiple vitamin, you're getting a little bit of zinc, and you're getting some copper too. And now all that copper balances out the zinc, and you got the selenium. Wow. Now we are really defeating chemical allergies. So now going in for a home run, because now this is the last of the supplements that we really must have when we're talking about chemical allergies and how to protect the body from chemical allergies. So we would use a combination of herbs and enzymes. So you'd make sure to get maybe some of those good digest enzymes, and you would also be looking at an allergy formula, an allergy herbal tincture extract, like formula formula number 1012. Formula 1012 is an allergy tincture extract that will help you to fight off allergies. And then, if you're taking good digest enzymes, you're breaking down all your foods, and you're fighting off allergies. You would be taking 2 capsules 3 times a day of garlic, and that will also enhance your immune system. So, as we are checking the mics here, we got one that's open right over here. Hold on while I find that open mic. There it is. And I have just muted the microphone so we don't get an echo. And I come back over here, and I am back. And so we're looking at how to defeat chemical allergies, because that was the topic someone asked me to address today. So we left off talking about garlic. Now, if you can eat garlic, that's fantastic. Raw garlic, well minced. Never try to just chew on it because it's too hot, and you would liable to be getting chunks of garlic, and you don't want chunks of garlic, because chunks of garlic can burn a hole in your stomach. That's why you mince garlic. So you mince garlic, and you eat garlic as much as you can. I'm talking about, 2 little tiny pieces about the size of your little finger, about 3 times a day. That's a therapeutic amount of garlic. And then if you don't want a therapeutic amount, well, maybe only 1 clove about the size of your little finger, the end of your little finger, 3 times a day. That gives you a good natural antibiotic. Garlic is wonderful. It's a powerful immunostimulant. So garlic in the diet. And if you don't want to eat garlic, well, then take odorless garlic capsules. You can get odorless garlic capsules, about 2 capsules 3 times a day. Now we're defeating chemical allergies. And then you want to look at the amino acids. The amino acid L-cysteine, that's L-cysteine, L-cysteine, 500 milligrams daily, because that L-cysteine, especially with L-methionine and L-glutamic acid, when you're taking all of these, you take them on an empty stomach. You can take them with juice or water. You do not take amino acids with food. and especially don't take it with milk because it defeats them. The amino acids is protein broken down. It's the food that breaks down to protein, and then protein is broken down into an amino acid. Now we bypass that, and the L-cysteine and L-methionine and L-glutamic acid are all amino acids that detoxify the liver. So that's perfect. So now we're working on that liver, and and then we're using manganese. That's manganese. I didn't say magnesium. I did not say magnesium. I said manganese. Manganese. It's you take it as directed on the label, and you take it separately from calcium. And what it does is the manganese interacts with the zinc and the copper, and it makes everything work better. They all bind together, and then you really got an immune system enhancer, and it enhances the immune system. And then we talked about enzymes, because those enzymes, both pancreatic and proteolytic enzymes, are needed for proper digestion and assimilation of necessary nutrients. The proteolytic enzymes, they control inflammation. So we are really helping the body. And then there's the gland formula number 1196 that helps to get all the glands going again, because these chemicals attack the glandular system. And I've got an open mic, and I'm closing it again and coming back over here and bringing me back out front again. And so that being said, now we're going to be looking at taurine, Taurine, about 500 milligrams daily, and that's going to finish us on most of the most important and helpful supplements when there's chemical allergies. And why are we using taurine? It's the most important antioxidant. The most important antioxidant and immune regulator is taurine. It's necessary for white blood cell activation and neurological function. So for all neurological disorders, you want to be thinking about taurine, Taurine. So that gets us to now. If you develop a skin rash from exposure to metal watch bands, earrings, snaps, or other items that come in contact with the skin, try using a calendula salve. They make one at Herbal Health and Herbs. Health and Herbs in Albany, Oregon. Their website is betterhealthherbs.com, and they make a calendula salve. So a calendula salve, salves that have a chamomile, elderflower, and tea tree oil are all soothing. All these are all salves and herbs that are used to help when there is any kind of a rash, skin rash. Now, but you don't want to use chamomile if you're allergic to ragweed, because chamomile is in the ragweed family, and so you want to be careful about chamomile, internally or externally, even though it's very calming and used as a sedative. If you're allergic to ragweed, you got to watch that chamomile, and also golden seal. But anyway, and you don't use chamomile during pregnancy or nursing. It may interact with warfarin, which is a poison drug, and cyclosporine, another drug that you shouldn't be using anyway. So patients using these drugs should avoid it. Yeah, they should avoid the warfarin and the cyclosporine and use a natural remedy instead. Now, we're closing in on this. We're closing in on chemical allergies. The first step in managing chemical allergies is to determine which chemicals are provoking the allergic reaction. Then avoid coming in contact with them. If the source of the problem is not obvious, see an allergy specialist to determine the cause. And then don't take their poison drugs, but take natural remedies. And avoid foods that have been sprayed or that contain artificial colorings found in some apples and oranges and ripening agents for vegetables and fruits. And be careful of stay away from these protective waxes on food found on some apples and cucumbers and so forth. Avoid things containing F, D, and C, yellow, number 5 dye. That dye, F, D, and C, yellow, number 5 dye. Avoid it. Read all food product labels carefully. Go organic. Look up there on the website where herbalhealthreview.com, where it says make lifestyle changes, and click on those make lifestyle changes, and it will give you the perfect diet to where you probably never be sick again. That's right. Make lifestyle changes. That's my diet. And it is incredible. Supplement your diet with plenty of fiber, like that number 4837 fiber. And you're going to want to use that CAC liquid to do a cleansing and a detoxification. So the CAC number 1078 is a colon and liver cleansing liquid that will clean out the bloodstream. It will clean up the digestive tract. It will clean up and protect and strengthen the liver and the immune system and help you to regulate your bowel movements, which should always be so soft they break up in a cloud when you flush the toilet. That's right. Now, so if you have pretty much normal bowel movements, 1 or 2 or 3 every day, well, then you're using the CAC liquid. If you're not having a bowel movement about every other day or once a week or whatever, then if you're not having one every single day or 1 to 3 or more every day, take the 4110 CACT and drink how many cups or whatever, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups a day. It will get rid of constipation, regulate the bowel movements where you're having a bowel movement, 2 or 3 bowel movements every day. And it's so soft, it's breaking up in a cloud when you flush the toilet, and you are draining all of the poisons and toxins, chemicals, junk out of your body. And that is, so if it's a regular bowel movement, CAC number 1078, liquid. Constipation, get rid of constipation. And you'll use less and less and less, and pretty soon you will not need number 4110 CAC herbal tea. But that's what it will do. And supplement your diet with plenty of fiber, oat bran and oatmeal. That's a good source of fiber. Apple pectin will also pull toxins and poisons and chemicals out of your body. So apple pectin capsules can also be useful in an addition to your diet because it removes unwanted metals. And who wants any metals in their body? That may be it's going to absorb the metals, the apple pectin. Now, and always take your fiber, take it away from other supplements, because fiber will absorb your supplements. Take your fiber away from your supplements, half hour to an hour at least, and that way it won't be absorbed. And now mercury and silver but because the silver, in old dental fillings, because it's silver with mercury in it. The silver is not harmful. It's the mercury. That's what's harmful. The silver is a non-toxic metal. It's not harmful. It just loads up in your skin. But when you combine it with mercury, it's poison, and they know it. And I don't know why some evil people pass evil laws. Then it becomes the thing to do, and then everybody does it, and they all stand around looking stupid. Anyway, sorry about that. That kind of stuff just it makes no sense to me. Why anybody would put mercury into your mouth, and these dentists know it too, and so that makes me mistrust dentistry. Any dentist that would use mercury cannot be trusted. So mercury, can cause an allergic reaction, as well as all heavy metals can cause a reaction. The good news is silver isn't a poison and will not poison you. It just loads up in your skin. So you don't take silver every single day. Silver is used as a metal that will destroy bacteria, funguses, and viruses, especially when it's in colloidal suspension. Then you have a natural antibiotic safer than any antibiotic on the planet. So colloidal silver water is the state-of-the-art, best natural antibiotic that you can spray on your skin or that you can drink. And you would drink it day and night. If you had pneumonia, the pneumonia would leave in 3 days. 3 days, no pneumonia if you drink colloidal silver water day and night. If you had the flu, if you catch it the first day, it's gone the second day. If you don't catch it the first day and you let it linger for days and days and days, it'll take you maybe a week or two to get over the flu. Drinking colloidal silver water day and night. But it'll get rid of the miseries, and especially if you know about something called CVF, cold virus flu formula. When you take that along with the colloidal silver water, that is a absolute super powerful antibiotic way to get rid of the miseries of a cold, a flu, a virus quickly and get over it and get back to work again. So that is that was about chemical allergies. Okay, taking it a step further. Let's take it a little step further here. What about chemical poisoning? Let's say we talked about chemical allergies. Let's talk about chemical poisoning here for a little bit. Like toxic metals, poisonous chemicals such as chlorine, disinfectants, heavy metals, herbicides, insecticides, petroleum products, and solvents can enter the body and decrease the functional capacity of its organs. This is called chemical poisoning. Some chemicals are absorbed through the skin. Others may be inhaled or ingested. The body's immune system is threatened by these chemicals and tries to cleanse the body of the poisons. And we got an open mic. Anyway, chronic chemical poisoning occurs most often in people who use or who are exposed to chemicals in their work environments, or who use excessive amounts of chemical sprays. People who live near landfills or certain industrial installations also may be chronically exposed to toxic chemicals. Acute chemical poisoning can result from accidental ingestion of household chemicals, particularly by children, or taking improper or excessive medications. So what do we do? Well, the first thing, when you got chemical poisoning, you want to know about free-form amino acids, because it helps the liver function, and so you want to help that liver function by taking free-form amino acids. Also, you want to use milk thistle seed extract and milk thistle seed powder in your power drinks, because it will give you 60% new liver cells every 120 days. Every 120 days, 60% new liver cells when you know about taking milk thistle seed extract. And I got an open mic. Let me find the open mic there. Okay, closing open mics. And we got that. Okay, we're back to them. Okay, so now, we're talking about, we got open mic back in Vegas again. I closed it. It opened up again. It's closed. Okay, now, so we're talking about the liver because that's what's going on here. All these chemicals are hitting the liver and poisoning you, and that liver is shutting down. It's not breaking things down. So we're helping it break things down because we're giving it amino acids, an amino acid complex. And then we're taking garlic, and you know why? Because it helps to detoxify and cleanse the bloodstream. And it chelates, it pulls heavy metals out of the body. As a matter of fact, there is a heavy metal detox herbal tincture called number 1228. Number 1228 is a heavy metal detox with cilantro and chlorella, and that is going to just pull the heavy metals to it and take it out of the body. So that's what you do. The freeform amino acid complex, the 1228 heavy metal detox herbal formula, lots of garlic. And then to get that liver to go back again, raw liver extract. It supplies all the needed B vitamins and iron and detoxifies chemicals. So for severe chemical poisoning, they even use injections of raw liver extract under a doctor's supervision. And so, I mean, this is when you've got a real severe chemical poisoning, this is how you do it. And then you're making sure you're taking that superoxide dismutase, SOD, because it's a powerful free radical destroyer. And you're taking lots of B complex. And again, it's mirroring what we already said. And then you're taking extra choline and inositol because it's going to really help to protect the liver. And you might even have to go to B complex injections when there's severe chemical poisoning. And again, vitamin C, way up there in the therapeutic doses, 20,000 milligrams a day in divided doses. That's like that's like 6 or 7. Wow, that's like 12 capsules because 2 capsules is 1,000. So you're taking a lot of capsules of vitamin C, about 20,000 milligrams daily because it protects the body from pollutants and it aids in the elimination of toxic substances. And then you're taking a lot of that grapeseed extract because it's a powerful antioxidant. And again, you're taking a lot of more amino acids besides a free-form amino acid complex. You're taking extra L-cysteine amino acid and L-methionine to remove toxins and rebuild the body. And then I have to have a drink of water. Thank you. Every now and then I got to take a sip. And again, it's mentioning the value with chemical poisoning and chemical allergies to take selenium, that 200 micrograms daily, or only 400 micrograms, if you're pregnant, 40. If you're pregnant, 200 for everybody else. It works with vitamin C and E and to detoxify the body. And vitamin E, 200 IUs, unless you want a blood thinner, then we'll take it up to about 400 IUs, and now it's a powerful antioxidant that is thinning the blood, and we're always using the natural form, D-alpha tocopherol. If it says DL, don't use it. Buy the D-alpha tocopherol form. Coenzyme Q10, there we go again. Let's get it up to 60 milligrams, even up to 100 milligrams every day, because that CoQ10 aids in rebuilding the immune system and providing oxygen to the tissues. And again, you want the best multiple vitamin you can get, and it is called Intramax. And that is it for chemical poisoning, except what you want to do to aid recovery. Eat a well-balanced diet that you're going to find on herbalhealthreview.com. herbalhealthreview.com website, and you click on common conditions and you click on make lifestyle changes. Now you've got a diet that you'll probably never ever be sick again if you go on that diet. And fiber, make sure you got fiber, like that number 4837 fiber with bentonite clay. Number 4837 fiber helps to cleanse the system, and it's recommended in foods in your diet include almonds, apricots, bananas, barley, beans, beets, Brazil nuts, brown rice, carrots, dates, fish, garlic, grapes, hazelnuts, lemons, lentils, oatmeal, onions, spinach, and I'm not into yogurt. I'd rather just get the acidophilus powder and skip the dairy, thank you. I just don't need any more dairy. So I know a lot of people are into yogurt, and if you are, wonderful, enjoy it. I'm not. So that gives us a good diet, and if at all possible, this is really a must at all possible, eat only organically grown foods. And always wear protective clothing and rubber or latex gloves when handling chemicals. Even commonly available products such as solvents and paint strippers and paint thinners and which most of them contain methylene chloride and oxaline and acetone and toluene and benzene and other extremely hazardous chemicals. They're all over the place. And one of the worst is cleaning solvent used to prepare plastic pipe for application of glue. It contains methyl ketone, MEK, a great solvent, but known carcinogen. Carefully follow the directions on the label of any product that contains chemicals. Avoid breathing the fumes, especially in confined areas. And avoid being outside during any aerial applications of insecticides and pesticides. And drink steam distilled water only. And when you do, sprinkle a pinch of Himalayan pink salt in every gallon. So now you've mineralized that distilled water. And you can also add a little bit of fulvic acid. Fulvic acid is a forest that has been smashed down by land masses until that ancient forest has become shale. They mine the shale, they call it hyaluronic acid or fulvic acid, and what it is an ancient forest in a teaspoon. And I get a teaspoon of that every day. And there's your minerals and a lot of other things from an ancient forest. So that's how to do that. When you have that, when you've got chemical poisoning, that's how to do it. 1 teaspoon of fulvic acid to every gallon of steam distilled water, and that pinch of Himalayan pink salt. Now you've got steam distilled clean pure water with lots of minerals. And perform a cleansing fast if you've got a chemical toxicity. Perform a cleansing fast for 3 days, and each month, to help get rid of the toxins. But if you're using the colon and liver cleansing liquid, to clean out the liver, or you're using that number 4110 colon and liver tea to get rid of constipation, and you're using a number 4837 Truman's fiber with bentonite clay, you are detoxing. And especially if you're using the number 1228 heavy metal detox, you are detoxing, and that's really going to help to pull all of that out of your body and get rid of it. And avoid chemicals whenever possible. Even getting gasoline on your hands while fueling the car or the lawnmower is not a good idea. Now that gives us a kind of a bird's eye view of chemical toxicity. Okay, now I'm going to open up the mics because we've come to the top of the hour. I'll check and see if Sister Kershakia is with us here today. If she is, Sister Kershakia, unmute your mic and say hello. I don't see her and I don't hear her, so I don't think she's here. Okay, well, bless her. She couldn't make it today. And if anyone has a question or a comment, all you need to do at this point is, because then we're going to move on to talking about fluid on the lungs, and then we're going to move on to talking about Alzheimer's, what to do about it. Okay, so if anybody has a question now, please press your star key on your telephone 2 times, unmute your microphone, ask your question, give your testimonial. We're going to take a short break while you do that.